computer?
Probably because we're all co-hosts. We're still
Yes.
learning the system, guys, so that's why we're having these interesting
Little.
conversations.
I've never had co-hosts before, so it's kind of nice. I kind of like it. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Super
Yeah.
fun.
definitely. I'm going to step out too. Thanks for being here, guys. Happy
Yeah.
Halloween. We'll
Thank you
talk to you soon.
so much. Thank you.
Yeah,
You're
Jen,
welcome.
they, I'll leave. They can gossip about me when I leave. I'm sure it was not as fun as you, but
Even funner.
great
I'm just saying.
class. Yeah,
Oh my God. Oh,
all of our eighth graders are wonderful. So
Ben wants to
They are a great
co-host.
group.
thanks for
Ben,
having me today.
Thanks, guys. See
thanks
you
for
next
coming
week.
in. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Ben,
You're
you're an
welcome.
Bye.
awesome co-host. You would. I'm not gonna lie. That would be pretty epic. Um, yeah, so guys, I just wanted to bring that up that some of you, if ooh, food is good. Yeah, I have Rice Krispie treats. Yeah. Some of you, if you earned a 0 on an assignment in Math Excel, sorry, I won't show that on something. I just want you to know that it's not like you're getting a 0 or something. It means it wasn't done in Math Excel. So that could mean a lot of things. It could mean that you accidentally did the incorrect assignment. It could mean that you didn't save or something because it wasn't anybody where it was like consistently um, not doing stuff in Math Excel. And if that was you, you received a phone call from me yesterday. So if that was not you, then you're good. But, oh, I gotta see. Let's see. Callie, your muscles. Yeah. I love it. Nice. Too epic. Too epic. I love that. Right? She's, oh man, I was making one of the kindergartners giggle because I was telling him his muscles were just insane. Because he had a Spider-Man costume on with the big muscles. Oh, I'm not. Actually, I'm pi today, right? See all the digits of pi on my shirt? So I'm pi. Maggie's costume. Maggie. Who's Maggie? Which Maggie? First, I was like, wait a minute. We don't have anybody named Maggie in here. Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. Very cool. That's pretty neat. Yeah, not as epic here. Nope, just dealing with snow. Oh, that's cool. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, that is kind of the fun part. Oh, that's okay. You'll have other awesome classes. It's all good. Okay, so guys, does anybody have questions about grades, about anything? You know, you still have time. I will leave it open as long as I can throughout the weekend. I think we can do till Saturday. And it will stay open. You guys can get whatever you can done. You can meet with me. I have my meeting from 9 to 10 tomorrow, and then bam. Yeah, 15 is the minimum weekly kind of to do thing to make attendance. But what you really want to do is follow that to do list because the to do list kind of tells you what to get done. But sometimes, you know, the to do list builds up. You can't get it all done. So 15 is the minimum just to make attendance. That's what it is. Now, if you don't have 15 to do or something because you join late or something like that, let me know. And then we would talk to Dawn and she would send a message to attendance just so you're not marked absent or anything. So that has happened before, especially as it gets to the end of the quarter. Yeah, cool. Okay, well, if nobody has questions, to get it all done, you're saying, Cece? You shouldn't be like, because you just joined, so if you have a super high amount on your to-do list, talk to Dawn, send her an email, because, and I'll double check for our class, because you shouldn't have like this insane amount. So I will double check that. But I would talk to her, because that, yeah, that it shouldn't be super high, you know. Yeah, and if it's concern about completing, the 15 or more than that, talk to Dawn. She's really good at helping with figuring out a schedule of when to get stuff done, because that's a large part of it. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, not right now. Okay, good. I'd be like, don't carve a pumpkin now. I mean, I get it, but come on. Pumpkin seeds are good. Do you make pumpkin seeds with them? Yeah. Oh, so good. They have so,
That's the only reason we carve pumpkins.
yeah.
Because my mom makes the best pumpkin seeds.
And my son, he doesn't like it, but I found a recipe where they were almost like sugary. Oh, they were so good. Too good. What? Dead.
Pumpkin pie is delicious.
I might have to, too much salt would drive me crazy. Cece, I get that. Yeah. Yeah, I might have to send out, maybe that could be the prize. I'll mail whoever wins, whoever says the most digits of pie on Pie Day, I'll mail you a pie. And for Ben, it'll be pumpkin. No.
Wait, when is Pie Day?
That is March 14th. So we will do something, that week of it. We'll have to have a little, maybe for advisement, we can see who can say the most digits. That would be awesome. Yeah, I think we'll get started. Hold on, I'm going to send. Oh, that's super cool. That's cool.
I got a new phone case yesterday.
Nice.
It's like marble.
That's fancy. Swanky. That's a good word for it.
It was like $7.99 on Amazon. So.
Amazon is the best. I didn't have a phone until I could pay for one. That was my parents' thing. So, yep, that's how my parents were. Oh, cool. Go get some water. You could get something to drink. That's okay. Oh, nice. Where are you working?
Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen. That's right. He's the one working at Dairy Queen. That's so cool. I know I was telling my sister to get her. Oh, cool. Nice.
Oh, I have a Louis Vuitton bag. It's sitting right over there.
What? Oh my gosh. You guys, I'm wearing my.
I got mine at a garage sale.
Oh, that's the way to do it. There you go.
It was $2.
I have dog socks on.
And it's like a $1,200 bag.
Nice. Wow. Sometimes people just do that. There you go. That's cool. Fake Louis, woo.
Mine's real because it has the authentication stamp inside.
Nice. It is. $8 for 3 kids. Sorry, that's a little. Wow. All right. Well, my friends, we're going to get started. We got to talk about equation solving today. It is week 9. It's the last week of the quarter. And yeah, today we're going to talk about 1-step and 2-step equations. So 1 and 2-step equations. A lot of you have done this already, but some of you guys, I did have a few students who handed it in and it either wasn't done in Math Excel or it just wasn't as high. So I want to encourage you to take notes today and then go back and fix it. Because equation solving is a very important unit in algebra. Big stuff. Okay, so here is where I would start with some note taking. Oh no, did you get some water? Nobody can have a super salty mouth. No, go ahead, go get some water. Yeah, I'm opening a Rice Krispie there. Oh. But your chatting game is pretty on point there, I gotta say. It's very good. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm doing pretty good at math. I have a 92.
Nice. A lot of you guys, like a lot of you, the majority of this class, you handed in your stuff and it was like hundreds all the way or very high points or Mom, I need water. That reminds me of that movie where, what is it, Wedding Crashers? I don't know if you've ever seen it, where he's like, Mom, the meatloaf. I
I
don't know.
love that movie.
Oh, it's so funny. It's so bad in so many ways.
I also love
Cool.
the movie Hangover.
Hangover's a good movie. Anthony, I'll get all that stuff graded today. So right after this session, actually, that's my grading sesh. But yeah, I did fall a little bit behind than what I wanted to just with having the plague last week. Oh my gosh. And then my children being home. But oh no, that's not fun. Splitting papers. No. Yeah, but what was I saying? But everything is caught up aside from what was done yesterday. So I'll get that in. Yeah. Yeah, that's so cool that you remember his name. That's my interrupter. He can't help it, to be fair. He's got autism and ADHD and anxiety and all of this stuff. So sometimes he like comes in to check in with me just to be like, he wants to make sure I'm still there. It's interesting. And then sometimes he truly forgets that he literally just said hi to me like 2 minutes ago. Elizabeth, that's her name. Elizabeth. I like Princess though. She thinks she's a princess. So yeah, pretty cool.
I'm
All
making
right.
my mom make bacon.
Oh, bacon is so good. Oh, really? That's cool. I'll have to tell her. She'll get a kick out of that. Bacon is so delicious. She does go by Lizzie. Yep. Yep. Sometimes I call her Lizard. So, and she doesn't yell at me. No bacon for Alyssa. Oh, Isabel, you were hungry. We shouldn't be talking about food. Oh, man. Sorry. I know, right? I'm like, I need some bacon. Delicious. Too good. Yeah, sometimes you just, if it's there, like, yeah, you got to eat it. All right. So we'll get started here. So we're going to talk about, oh, yeah, can't do that. That's okay. What kind of meat was on the sandwich? Because that might be adding to it. Ooh, yeah, that might add to it. Ham's a little more salty. You guys, I love that you're asking questions about the sandwiches. You have the best class. Seriously. Ew. I like Miracle Whip. That's good stuff. I like spicy mustard on my sandwich too. Emo Ramen Hood? What is that? Okay. Emo Robin Hood. That's a new one. I've never seen that. Alexis, I just saw you. Oh, there we go. That hat is epic. Wow, turn to the side. Let me see. I love that hat.
Revenge of the Bob. Bob has come back for revenge since people like to draw on him.
Oh no! Epic Games, yep.
Fortnite's stupid.
Well, that's really cool. Oh, Ben's shocked that you said that. been shocked. I will say that I like it because my son, he really gets into playing it, and it's really funny because all of a sudden he'll stop, and even if I'm like yelling at him, he'll just look at me and start flossing. It's really funny. It's
Call of Duty's better.
Call of Duty's pretty awesome. But yeah. Yeah, he'll just like look at me. Next time he's here, I'll have him do the dances for you. I don't know, Apex. Oh yeah. Fortnite's addictive. That's one of those games. Okay, guys, I could easily talk about, oh, Halo's good. Oh my gosh, I got so mad at my husband when we were playing Halo. Like, so mad. So mad. Like, and then I couldn't figure out the controls, and I would get in those like cars to drive, and then I would crash us and he would ridicule me. I know. That's what I do. That's what I do. Okay. Okay. We only have two. Oh, Halo tournament. Sorry. Okay. We only have two subjects to cover today, two ideas, and then we're just going to practice. So it'll be good. Oh my gosh. Grand on Fortnite. That could happen. Although I'll caution you, don't delete stuff yet because you might go back to it. I did that with World of Warcraft. I did. Like, I got super into it, and then I deleted it, and then I missed it, so I had to restart. So, okay. So, guys, big idea with equation solving. Minecraft is awesome. Big idea with equation solving is opposites, okay? So what you guys have to know are what operations are opposite. So addition, opposite of addition is subtraction. Opposite of subtraction is addition. What's the opposite of multiplication?
Division.
Division, right, it's right on there. Opposite of division is multiplication. This is the big one that people forget or they didn't know. Opposite of squaring something is square rooting something. You're not going to see too many equations that you have to deal with like that, but it's still good to know. Opposite of square rooting is squaring and vice versa. If you have a fraction, we take the reciprocal and we multiply. What's the reciprocal of a fraction?
I don't know.
What do you guys think? So like if I gave you the fraction 2/3, what would be the reciprocal of that?
2F.
3. Say that again, Callie.
3/2.
3/2, that's right. Reciprocal is where you flip it. It's where you flip that fraction. So that's good to know. Good to just have that word kind of in the back of your brain. But we're doing opposites. That's what we're doing today. Okay, we're going to do 4 equations together. I'm going to show you how I show work. I totally get that when you could just look at this problem potentially and probably tell me what the answer is.
And just be like, boom, 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 boom.
Right. Oh, Mom, no warm water. Okay, looks like someone is writing some awesomeness on there. I'm going to have you pause. Look at what they're doing. Okay, look at this. I love this. We're showing the work underneath, and we are adding in the problem. Why are they subtracting 3?
Because you have to do the opposite of what the
Of what? The opposite of what?
the equation.
Right. You're totally right. So you can get x alone. Very good. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I totally did that. Hold on. I'll go back. No. Okay. There you go. Okay. To find out what x is. Yeah. Very good. So sometimes what I like to do is I like to draw in a line just to kind of really see both sides of the equation. You don't have to do that. It's just a suggestion. But yeah, we locate our variable, and then whatever's going on next to the variable, we do the opposite of that. So we were adding 3, so the opposite of adding 3 is subtracting 3. Yeah, it's good just to see it, but you don't have to do it. So x would be 5, yeah. Now, could you potentially just kind of look at it and know what the answer is? Sure. You could say, oh, I know what you have to add to 3. Hold on. Speed racer, before you race ahead. Hold on, just pause 1 second. Totally love the assist though. Awesome. Keep that up. Just pause 1 second. So yeah, so we would say x equals 5. This is perfect. And I love how you canceled out subtracting the 3. That cancels it out. Oh, thank you for putting letters on there. You guys are so nice. So nice. Cool. So we get x equals 5. And if I wanted to check that, I would check it by plugging it back in the problem. 5 plus 3 definitely gives me 8. Good. You did a good job. Well done. Very good. I think there were several assists there, but very, very good. Okay, hold on, pause here. I think we're going to go to C. Someone was doing C. Let's go to C over here. I love that someone lettered that for me. That's super helpful. Okay, so this one, we locate our variable and we are subtracting 4, so we have to add 4. Very, very good. Adding is the opposite of subtracting. So very good. Sometimes you'll see teachers who'll have you change this to adding a negative and all that, but I think that's more confusing. If you see it as subtracting, just think about adding to cancel it out. And then your 4s are going to cancel, and you get x equals 11. Very good. Yep, and someone's checking it. Yep, we wouldn't do 11 plus 4. 11 minus 4 equals 7. Yeah, very good. Good. Okay, pause before we do C. Does anybody have any questions? If you have no questions and you're still with me, go ahead and type nope.
Nope. Nope.
Nope. Thanks for saying it. Saying it counts too. Very good. Okay, yeah. Oh, good job. All right. And I like that when you did it, you kind of like, that was your thought process. At first she wrote 7 and she's like, oh no. And then the 11, and I like that. I like to see that. All right, cool. Why did we not just use 7 minus 4? Oh, that's okay. You did good here. Well, we wouldn't do 7 minus 4 because 7 minus 4 doesn't give you 7. Yeah, you got to keep the 7 there. You want to cancel out what's by the variable. Now, could you potentially in your head just know that you got to add 4? Of course you can. Yeah, you totally can do that. Yeah, and 7 minus 4 gives you 3. So that wouldn't give you the 7 here. Because if we did 7 minus 4, that doesn't fit our equation. 7 minus 4 equals 7. That doesn't work. Good question. Yeah. I like how someone wrote this. Yeah, if this was our equation, that's totally what you would have done. Yeah, I like seeing your thoughts on there, guys. I really do. I don't mind the spontaneous questions that pop up like that or thoughts like that. That's cool. It's good to see. Yep. Oh. Okay. I see what you're saying here. So you're coming up with a different way to get 7, but the only issue is that our problem had a subtraction sign in it. If our problem had an addition sign in it, you'd be right on the money. But we have subtraction sign. So that means there was some number and then 4 was subtracted from it to get 7. I see what you're saying there. but it's that subtraction sign. That's the only thing that's throwing it off there. Good question. But what's awesome about these is there's totally a lot of ways to think about it. There really are. So you could solve it differently than what I'm doing. But what we're showing you guys with all the steps, that's what you really want to do once you get into multiple steps. Don't need to use it for this assignment. You really don't. But for two-step, multi-step, we're going to get into lots of steps. You got to show all the steps. Otherwise, you just get really confused. So, okay, let's think about what's going on here. Guys, what operation in part C over here, what operation is going on between the 5 and the x? What's happening there? Yeah, very good. We're multiplying there. So it looks like our intelligent friend over here, oh, very cool. Our friend over here, no, I don't think it would be 30 here. Oh, you're thinking subtraction. That would be if this said x plus 5. Yeah,
Division.
but we want to do division because division is the opposite of multiplication. Oh, that's very interesting way you guys are taking it real literal, but we got to take it as 5 times some value, which is x, equals 35. So we do the opposite to solve it. We divide by 5 on both sides, and we get x equals 7. Yep. If the equation was like this, then what you're saying with the 30 would be accurate, definitely. But because it's got multiplication in there, because there's no, oh yeah, betas are very good. Good questions. Hold on, person who's doing this one. We'll get to it. I get it. I'm chatting too much. I'm chatting. Okay, look at what this person did. This person saw that we are dividing, so we have to multiply. I want to suggest showing your work like this, multiplying with parentheses. It's just a lot easier to see, but again, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Yeah, that's fine too. And you want to make sure you're showing it up top because technically what you're doing is you're multiplying by 3/1. Technically, that's what you were doing. So we divide by 3, we multiply by 3 to cancel it out. So we get x is equal to 21. Yep, very good. I like that yellow on the black. That's cool. Ooh, and the purple underneath, it looks almost like 3-dimensional. It's cool. Okay, does anybody have questions on one-step equations? Yeah, that's true. Because you want to have space for it. No
You gotta have
question?
a tank, you gotta have the food, you have to have a filter,
Oh, yeah.
you have to have things to put in the tank.
That's cool, though.
So it's probably gonna be about 20 minutes.
I heard it. I heard it. You should do it again. Billy's a good name. I heard someone say no. That was Cece.
I name him Richard.
Richard is a very intelligent name. I like that.
I think my mom's making bacon. I can hear her doing something on the stove.
I named every skeleton I see.
I heard. What did you say?
I named every skeleton I see Richard.
Oh, that's, I can see that. Because they almost like, I think skeletons, it's weird, but they look sort of dapper and distinguished. Okay, but does anybody have any questions about one-step equations? Billy Mayfield. Yes, Stranger Things. I love that show. Does anybody have any?
Okay, I have a theory that Hopper isn't dead.
No! Oh
Because the Russians call him the American, and in the end of the last episode, one of the guys goes to the one of the rooms, and he goes, "No, not the American. He's
Uh-oh.
alive. He got kidnapped by the Russians."
That could be. Oh man. Okay. So I want to show you guys this. No, there's a lot. There's a whole population out there.
What about Riverdale? Who likes Riverdale?
Well, let's pause for that right now. Let's look at this real quick.
Okay.
Just because I want to make sure. Ooh, Dr. Brenner in the cell. We'll have to see. You know they'll make more. Plot twist. Dun dun dun.
Not Dr. Brenner. He's dead.
Oh man, we gotta see now. We'll have to get like a poll going. Hold on before you go ahead and solve. Hold on. Guys, look at this one here. I just want to bring up this one. So for this one here, okay, for this one, I would separate the equation just so you can understand what each side is and then focus on the variable. What would we do to solve this equation? You could flip it. You could, but sometimes people really get messed up with where to put that negative. So I'm going to caution you to leave it. That's what I would do. Because when you start flipping things with parentheses and negatives, it just kind of messes everything up. So I would train your eyes to look at that variable and then look at what's right next to it. So see how it says, yeah, that's good to do. Yeah, and it's okay. You can flip it. You could do that. You could say, well, this is just the same as x minus 3 equals negative 15. But you got to be really careful to get those negatives in the right spot. So that's the only caution. Totally okay to do that. But my thing, I never do that because I want you guys to get used to focusing on the variable. So we look at the x, and then what's next to it is a minus 3. So what's the opposite of subtracting 3? Adding 3. Right, we're going to add 3 to both sides. And then this side cancels. X is what's left. And then what's negative 15 plus 3? It's like saying I owe you $15 and I have 3 to pay you back.
I'm pretty sure my house is haunted.
Oh no. So what do you guys think? If I owe you 15, oh cool, someone wrote it there. Good. Oh, that's what you were saying. My chat box was covering that. That's like saying I owe you $15 and I have 3 to pay you back. So I still owe you money, you're right, but I don't owe 18, I owe 12. Yep, very good. What you said, Callie, is what it would be if it was negative 15 minus 3. Oh, I like the circles there, that's cool. Okay, other suggestion here. I'm gonna move my cameras. Is look at this one on the bottom, guys. This negative x divided by 4 equals 6. What would I do to get, oh, thank you for the arrow help. What would I do to get that x by itself? What's the opposite of dividing by 4?
Multiplication by 4.
Right.
Multiply by 4.
Very good. Oh, guys, this is a conversation I want to have. This is a good, I love stories like that. But let's finish this first.
Okay.
So, oh no, we don't want to cross both out. Just the one on the bottom. Yeah, just the one on the bottom. Perfect. So we would multiply by 4. Now see how there's a negative there? If you multiply by just 4, that negative stays there. So we're going to change it to multiplying by negative 4 to help get rid of that negative. Sometimes people view it as first you multiply by negative 4, then divide to get rid of that negative, but too many steps. I would just multiply both sides by negative 4 and it gets rid of it completely. So if you see a problem with a negative, multiply it out in the bottom. So then 6 times negative 4, what's 6 times negative 4? What's 6 times negative 4? Kind of rhymes when you say it. 6 times 4 is
24.
yeah, 24. Very good. That's how I remember that one. I don't know why it rhymes in my head. 6 times 4 is something more. I like that. That's good. So it's a negative 24. Very good. And then with this one, when you have, sorry, I should be more specific. With D, thank you, my person who lettered them. That's so helpful. I didn't have a chance to do that. But for D here, this one's super confusing because it looks like potentially you're thinking, oh, there's a negative, I got to add all that stuff. Focus on your variable. And what am I going to do to cancel out that negative? Oh, that's really interesting that someone's turning that into a baseball diamond. I like that. That's cool. Okay, so what's the opposite of, it looks like we're multiplying by negative 3. We're not subtracting 3. That's what a lot of people get confused about. So guys, really quick, before we switch slides, look here for D. For D here. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. We gotta be dividing. Yeah. So we're gonna have to divide by negative 3.
What's a really bad division sign?
Mine or your, oh, your red one? No, that's good. I could tell what it was right away. And then if it's a fraction, we can just leave it. And if the bottom's negative, make that negative slide to the top. What do we need? We need Rice Krispies. No, I don't know. All right. Questions on one step. I kind of said that already. But yeah. So we're going to talk about two-steppers. Two-steppers. Okay. 2 vocab words you guys got to really know here. I would write this down. Got to know these words. Technically 3, but you guys probably know this one already. X is always your variable. Two-steppers. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm saying it. Two-steppers. I had to look at what you were. Okay, I'll stop. My daughter was Elsa, so I was doing the shopkeeper voice. I was going, woo-hoo, big summer blowout. And she was like, stop it, Mom. It's funny. She yelled at me. But Odin, that's right. I like that.
He's my favorite character, besides Olaf, obviously.
Yeah, Odin's pretty awesome. Oh,
Big summer blowout.
I love that one. Love it. Okay, so variable, you guys probably already know, but you guys need to know coefficient. That is the number in front of the x, right in front of it, and constant. How would you guys describe the constant of an equation? What are you looking for? And technically, I would call this the answer. That's what I usually refer to it, but it is a constant, you know. So what's a constant in an equation? A number, right. It's just a plain number, yeah. So coefficient is the number attached to the variable with multiplication. Oh no, bless you. And then the constant is the number at the end of the equation. That's just a number. Good. So those are the ones you got to know, constant and coefficient. Okay, so we're going to show our steps here. I'm hoping I still have my fabulous volunteers. Highly recommend
Who drew a turtle? That's my turtle.
Oh, that's okay.
That's
Got to
my thing.
trademark your turtle.
That's my thing.
Okay, so we got to focus on our variable. Okay, you guys, this is a good one to write down so you have all the steps. Definitely write it down. And if you've already done it, Annabelle TM. Okay.
No, it's not. Mine's better.
You guys. All right. Let's finish this. We're almost done. Seriously, it's just a few two-steppers and then we're done. So, we got to excuse me, identify the variable. Ugh, dry in here. And then, yes, we're going to focus on that constant first. Look what's happening here, guys. Someone is subtracting our constant, and they're going to do it on both sides. Perfect. Put a line in there with the assist. Excellent. And then we're going to have to cancel what cancels on the left side. So that's the 3 and the -2. Yep. And then 3x is what's left over. Perfect. And this, if you have separated it, you don't need to bring it down, but it's always good to have that equals there. So you bring down what's left, and then you have to cancel the coefficient now. So your first step is to cancel constant. Second step is to cancel coefficient. Guys who have done this before, I really appreciate you writing the work and stuff, like how it's going. It's so nice. Thank you. Very good. It's just easier to talk through. And look at that. Someone checked their work too. Oh my gosh. So good. Good job, guys. So first step is to cancel the constant, and the constant is just the plain number. So they canceled it out, and you're always focusing on the variable side. Okay? So they did the opposite to cancel the constant. You got to do it to both sides so your equation balances. And then you bring down what's left over and then cancel the coefficient to get the answer. Perfect. Very, very good. And please keep in mind that everybody has varying degrees of how comfortable they are with equation solving. If you're not feeling super confident, that's fine. Not everybody is like, oh, I got this. So we just have a unique blend of individuals who've seen it before and then some who have not. So keep that in mind. Very, very good. Write that down. That's a really good example. If you have not, when you are done writing it down, if you could let me know you're good. So type G2G.
When I was doing my two-step equation assignment, I already wrote stuff down from.
Great. And that's absolutely acceptable. Very good.
I'm gonna copyright you.
Okay, so guys, if you're good and you don't need to type it down, can you type G2G for me so I don't wait too long? Or good. Good is good. Good. I know Annabelle's good. Dan, no, I'm just kidding.
I copyrighted Timmy.
Ayub and Ray, are you writing stuff down? Once you're ready, I'm just so you know, I'm looking just to make sure everybody's got it. Alexis, let me know when you're ready. Ava.
Timmy copyrighted you, actually.
Would it be St? Is that the name? Alexis. It's good.
Franklin. Did anyone else watch that Franklin show when they were younger?
I used to watch that.
I did.
Boris.
I love that show.
That show made me feel so peaceful. That and Little Bear. Did you guys have Little? Yeah.
Did you guys ever watch Little Einsteins and
Yep.
Wonder Pets?
Oh yeah. Little Bear. So it just brings you back, right?
I loved Wonder Pets. Wonder Pets was my show. I was the duck.
Oh, Alexis is good. Oh, you were I could see that. I could see that. Ava, how are you doing, my friend?
Blue's Clues is great.
There's Ava. Oh, Blue's Clues is amazing. How do you say that name, Ben?
Dora.
Dora.
No, I like Diego. I like Diego.
Danny Phantom's cool. Okay, let's do this one together, guys. Noel, really? Is that a different language?
So I can't. He's just typing me out from it.
Are you just coming up with a code?
No.
Huh. Oh. Wow, you guys are getting too deep on me here. The Wiggles. I love that. Okay, let's do this one here real quick, guys. Let's make sure everybody's good to go. Remember, everybody has varying degrees of how comfortable they are. Yo, Gabba Gabba, yeah. Okay.
I love that show.
Oh my gosh, have you guys seen the episode with Jack Black? That's an awesome one. That was so funny.
I liked Teletubbies. Teletubbies was my show.
I couldn't watch that show. It freaked me out. I refused to let my children watch that. It's a party.
Why?
Yummy, so yummy. So I don't know what it was. I think it was the baby son that freaked me out.
Oh no, yeah, that's really creepy. Watching back
Yeah.
at it now, I'm like, why did I watch this? It's weird and creepy.
Yeah. Okay, let's look at this one, guys. So we're focusing on where the variable is, and we've split our equation, and now we have to get rid of that constant. The steps remain the same. And person who's writing, you're absolutely right. We would do the opposite. Oh, yeah. You know, it's always funny how awesome the graphics look until then. So the first step is we're going to cancel the constant, which is exactly what's going on there. We get rid of that constant, we cancel it out, and then we bring down what's left over. 8 minus 6 definitely is 2. Good. And I like how the person slid down the equal sign. That's good. And let's not write over it too much in like highlighter or something because we don't want it to be confusing. Thank you. Perfect. So we have a divided by 3. Now we have to cancel the coefficient. Does anybody know what the actual coefficient is here? Now we wouldn't divide by 3, so let's get rid of that real quick. Let's get rid of that because we don't want to divide by 3 because we're already dividing by 3. We got to do the opposite. But what would the actual coefficient there be? What do you guys think? And it kind of relates to that number that's always in front of a variable, even if you can't see it. That wouldn't be the coefficient. That would be our answer or another constant. One is in front of A every time, even if you don't see it. Guys, be careful with the, oh, they're rewriting it. I get it. Okay, pause here, person. Pause here. We're almost done. We're getting too crazy with the writing on the screen. Let's pause. Because this is super distracting for someone who doesn't know what they're doing or who has not had the equation solving background. Thanks, guys. We just want to focus it. This, I don't mind. No big deal, but we just got to focus on what we're doing. Okay, so 1 is always in front of that variable, even if I don't see it, but that divide by 3 is still there. The actual coefficient here is 1/3. It's kind of crazy. Whenever you have a fraction, you got to think, or whenever you're dividing, you have a coefficient that's a fraction. Yep, that would be our coefficient. So now we cancel the coefficient. And 1/3 is the same as like taking a 1 and dividing by 3. Well, here we have a variable divided by 3. What's the opposite of dividing by 3? What do you guys think? What's the opposite of dividing by 3? That's how I would cancel out that divide by 3 next to the A there. Now I have so many theme songs in my head, you guys. It's crazy. I'm going, Dora, Dora, Dora. Yeah, look at, they are multiplying.
I was a Diego kid.
Diego's pretty epic. I liked Diego. He was very adventurous. Oh, nope, I didn't say Siri. My phone thought I said, hey, Siri.
I think my house is haunted.
Oh my gosh, I gotta hear this. Hold on. So we multiply by 3 to cancel that out. It's perfect. And A is, oh my gosh, person who did that, you fell for the common mistake. 3 times 2 is not 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. But 3 times 2, I do that all the time. And it's so easy to do that with equation solving. What should it be, guys? 6.
Divide.
Yeah. Yep, you got it. A should be 6. Good. So first step is to cancel the constant. No problem. That's okay. Everybody does that. Look at that. Owning up. I love that. It's totally good. No problem. I'm wrong at least too many times to count, I tell ya. I see typing over there. That's so true. She's like, can you say hola? And her family is like, who are you talking to? Yeah, that's so true. They're like, okay.
She needs to go get some help. Because she's a little blue in the brain.
She talks to her map. Say
And her
map.
And her backpack.
Okay. Cool. So we
And
have.
somehow her talking monkey, that never made sense.
I want a talking monkey that wears boots. That's cool.
But like, you could find an original name, something more original than Boots.
Yeah. Something more distinguished. Richard? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's a good name.
Oh,
There's
that's
a
right.
lady
We
on
shouldn't.
YouTube where goes to a mental hospital because she's crazy.
I believe that. And you're right. We shouldn't bully Dora because if she legit went to no, you're right. You're right. Maybe people are talking to her and we're not here to judge. It's okay.
But her family thinks she's insane.
Probably it could be. Isabel, I was joking too. It's okay. Okay, cool. So we have a lot of people in here who are very.
Do not bully Diego. Diego's great.
You guys. Okay, actually, that's all I have for you. It's a bunch of practice. I want to show you one more really quickly. Okay, so you'll have a problem like this in your homework. This one is saying determine the value of D to make the statement true. In the equation, 7D plus 3X equals 20. Oh, sorry, I did it again. No.
I gave up on that one.
So, no, this is a really good one to talk about. And I'm glad that you kind of admitted that it was really confusing. So in this one, there's 2 variables in there. And they're telling us the solution. Well, it's not bad. It's just confusingly worded. It really is. They're telling us the solution is -2. So which variable are they giving us? Are they giving us D or X? If they're saying the solution is
They're
-2.
giving us D, I think.
Well, they're you'd think so, right? But
No,
that
X. They're giving us X.
Yeah.
I remember this one. Because I gave up on it.
Oh, I get it. And you've probably seen the examples and stuff. That's what I would do, you know. But they want us to find D, and they're telling us X. So all we have to do is we're going to take the X and plug it into the equation, the solution. So instead of X, I'm going to replace that with which value?
-5, -2.
Yeah, I'm going to replace it with -2, and it's really good. That's good. It's really good to plug stuff in there with parentheses, because then you know that you're supposed to do what with that 3 and that -2. What are you supposed to do there?
They're times it.
Yep, you got to multiply them. You know, that's what happens if you don't put parentheses in there, because look what happens. It looks like this. It looks like you're supposed to subtract, but that's, you know, that's confusing. We don't want to do that. I'm glad you said that. Very good. But we actually want to multiply, because when you have a number right next to a variable like that 3 is with that X, that means you want to multiply. So then our equation becomes, and I love how my person split that. That's good. 7D plus -6 equals 20. And now this is kind of weird. It says 7D plus -6, and my person wasn't fooled. Very good. Look at that. You're still adding 6. So even though it doesn't say minus, remember, this equation and this equation are exactly the same thing. So you still have to add 6 to get rid of that coefficient. Very good. And then you have to divide, and you'll get a decimal here. It's going to be kind of a weird value. Or they'll tell you in Math Excel to leave it as a fraction. What do you get when you do that? Let's see. Why is my father-in-law and my husband always text me during this time? Stop it, busy. Oh, it's like a big crazy number. 3.7. Is that what you guys get? Yep. Yeah, it's kind of a weird value. Now here, look at this person. They're checking it. Don't forget that's plus 3 times -2. But do you think they're going to get 20 when you plug in 3.7? It's kind of a weird one. This one's kind of weird. Oh, I like that. That's so cool. This one, if you plug in 3.7, because it's a rounded number, you wouldn't get 20. That's kind of the weird one. But that's why sometimes it's better just to leave it as a fraction. Because if you leave it, oh, geez, come on, chat, get out of the way. If you leave it as 26/7 plus -6 equals 20, look what happens here. You're going 7 times 26/7. Those 7s actually cancel each other out. So you have 26 plus -6 equals 20, and that checks out. It's kind of a weird one, but just plug in whatever value they give you for x, and then solve the equation regular. That's what you're going to do in the problem. Okay, any questions? Okay, so with that, I'm going to say, you guys, if you feel good and you've done this and I'm good with equations, you are free to go. But I do have a few more examples. If you want to stay, you're welcome to stay and we can run some more
You just
examples.
don't want to know why I think my house is haunted?
Yes, I do. Why do you think your house is haunted?
Well, last night I was laying in bed and I heard like tapping on like my wall, like right next to my ear.
Yeah.
And then I heard scratching on my door and I went because I thought, oh, it's probably my cat wanting in. There was no one there.
Oh my gosh, that's so freaky. Oh, I typed that to Cassandra. Sorry, I typed a message too. I meant to write, bye guys. I typed it, I private messaged Cassandra. That's what I always do. I said Cassandra. That would freak me out. Did you sleep after that, or were you like sitting there like, yeah, that's what I would be like. Oh my
I
gosh.
kind of like, I had my flashlight in my hand and I was like clenching it. And I was like, what was that?
That is what I
And I
would be
kept
doing.
like hearing like tapping right next to my ear, and I was like,
It's like have you ever heard the Edgar Allan Poe story, like with the raven?
Yeah.
Tapping upon my door.